So welcome back to Tales on the Go, you guys. Things are getting absolutely insane when it comes to this particular topic. Information is dropping left and right. I'm having a difficult time even keeping up with it. I get off of work, I come home, and there's mountains and mountains. Ross Coulthart seems to be the leader of this content coming out because him on News Nation with his show that he runs, Reality Check. He is dropping interview after interview. This latest interview that he has dropped is with the military veteran Don Paul Bales, and he interviews with him. This is the full-length video of that interview. We're not going to show you the whole video because the video is quite long. It's over an hour long. The video will be linked in the description below, but I do want to highlight a couple key points. I want to give you a little bit of a kind of a backstory of this military veteran by the name of Don Paul Bales. He is a veteran in the military. He's been in the military for 20 plus years. So he's got quite the resume. Apparently he met Jake Barber back in 1996, and I guess they've known each other ever since then, become great friends, and they are currently working together on this UFO transparency thing, that kick that he's on. So with that being said, before we go into the video, let me just tell you this real quick, and I do mention this in with me reacting to the stuff I'm getting ready to show you, but let me tell you this. This stuff is getting crazy. I've always believed in UFOs. I am a believer in UFOs, but I'm starting to hear a lot of stuff about psionics, telepathy, remote viewing. I've always heard about, and I've always thought they were a bunch of BS. Always, telepathy. Are you kidding me? I can move stuff with my hand, just crazy stuff, right? I've always thought of it as science fiction. Never really put much thought into it because I just thought it was a bunch of BS. Well, long and behold, these whistleblowers are coming out and they're saying that what I've always thought was BS and sci-fi, they're saying is actually reality. We are mentally connecting with these UFOs and we are psychically bringing them down to the ground. It's absolutely insane. I don't know that I believe it. I don't know that I don't believe it. Just right there in that limbo stage, man. But anyways, you guys like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Let's get into the video.
Psionics. I hadn't even heard that word until about 2 years ago.
It's crazy, isn't it?
There was a scientist in the program who said to me that if I needed to understand what was going on, I needed to understand consciousness.
Yes.
And it's true, isn't it?
It is true.
About consciousness.
Well, I've had the pleasure of meeting multiple psionic assets. I've seen them function. I know that they're capable of doing what they're doing. And this is funny. I told you about the incident that I was present for that's happened since the classified stuff, but that's completely public. And that brings me to a funny story. So Fred and other members of the team see this thing. So Gary has the psionic assets doing their thing. Jacob's over there eating some food, and I'm watching all this going, this is very cool, this is very interesting, this is great, because the proximity, because of my normal duties, I'm right there ready to rock, So I go down my entry control point, and I come back, and everybody's all, oh my God. And then Fred tells me, and they're going through all this, and then, so I'm flying back to my normal life, and I'm sitting in an airport, having a drink, and I start getting all these information. There was a massive amount of reportings on social media in the immediate proximity of the work of the psionics. Now, the dog whistle, the science-based, I would say, the technology-based way of communicating with NHI and UAPs is one thing. But the psionics, man, it was the amount of activity in the area immediately proximal to what we were doing was amazing, even for me.
So you can definitively say that you believe there is a capacity in the human mind to somehow psychically, telepathically connect with.
Yes, and Dr.
technology.
Nolan's done a good job. And I don't understand, I'm not even going to try to use the anatomical part of the brain because I mess it up every time I try to say it. But there's physiological signs that can be measured. Dr. Nolan's quite good at this. And I don't know if it's a byproduct, if it's something that they were born with, or is a response to interaction with. if it's a product of communication in some way that they were chosen and communicated with, or if it's something that they were born with and it's a genetic or congenital trait. But there is certain people who are quantifiably, verifiably capable of this.
I think a lot of people watching this might be able to come to terms with the idea of there being aliens, non-human intelligence. I do think a lot of people are going to have trouble with the concept of psychic abilities being real.
That is 100% true. I can come to the accepting of alien, NHI, flying saucers, UFOs, all that stuff. But when it comes to psychic capabilities, that's where I feel like I start to get pulled away from this whole of what I believe to be reality, which is UFOs and aliens, and then into psychic abilities, which pulls me away into the whole sci-fi aspect of things, which to me isn't reality. So when I hear stuff like that, it's very difficult for me to, yeah, it's tough. So I'm glad he brought that up. It's very interesting that he brought that up.
I mean, we've all been told for years that psychic abilities are fiction. It's nonsense.
Again, that doubt is even religion, doubting Thomas. Doubt seems to be the default mechanism. Until you've seen it or experienced, I believe that's probably the psychologically safer way to view things.
All right, you guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of the psionics, the telepathy stuff? You know, your mind, you bring down a UFO. Are you that person are you in psionics? Do you know anything about telepathy? Do you find any kind of validity in any of this stuff that they're saying? Do you believe in it? Anyways, you guys, leave a comment down below. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, you guys.